Welcome back, guys. Took a couple week break there. Went on a little vacation. Saw the Sasquatch in the North Woods. He invited us out for some fishing, so took a couple weeks and visited our big buddy in the woods, up in the North Woods, actually in the National Forest. So we had some fun fishing and hanging out with our big old crazy Sasquatch. So welcome back to our show, Crazy Sasquatch Football Show. Over the last couple of weeks, we did the NFC of the National Football League. Now we're going to start the AFC. So halfway through the teams, we got a lot of good comments on our predictions. We got some like, you guys suck on our comments. So, hey, either way, that makes it all the fun. So comment, watch our channel. We're going to try something a little bit different today. Before, we were doing one team an episode. We're going to try to do 2 teams an episode just so it ain't so boring. And we're just see what happens. We're going to try it. Do 2 teams a day instead of 1. So, welcome back. Starting the AFC off. We're going to start in the AFC North, people. In the AFC North, we're going to start with the Baltimore Ravens. Heck of a team last year, guys. Heck of a team. Lamar Jackson. I mean, what you can say about the kid? When he throws, it's like a laser beam. He can run. My biggest thing, I hope he stays healthy. A lot of those running quarterbacks don't know when to get down and they get hit. So the only thing I say to him is, not to go for that extra yard. Stay healthy. You can have a heck of a career. They got Ingram. They got a rookie running back, Dobbins. I think it's going to be the 1-2 punch for him. So that's going to help him out a lot. Wide receivers is maybe my weak point of this team. You got Hollywood Brown that can go deep. You got Snead. You got Boykin, which is a rookie last year, I believe. So I think their wide receivers is going to be their weak point. I mean, you look at their stats from last year. They were second in the run. They were 27th in the pass. So it tells you they're going to run it a lot. And, that might be the way to beat them. And they didn't win the Super Bowl last year. That might be their Achilles heel. Not enough, depth in wide receiver to get the pass to work. We'll see. But I think it'll be a running team again this year. When Lamar gets a chance to pass, he's a good passer. I just think they could use a little more help in that realm. Defense, going to be another tough defense. I mean, very tough defense. So, you guys kept Earl Thomas, Marcus Peters. Some draft picks are kind of going to be starting on here. Lost a couple guys, but I think it may balance out my only worry about defense. I mentioned guys like Earl Thomas and Marcus Peters. They've been around for a while, so we'll see if the age gets to them, or they can teach the young guys and have a good mix. So with that, I think we'll get into what we're going to predict the Ravens. Brett, you got anything to say about the Ravens before we get into it?
I would call them I think they would have made the Super Bowl last year if they were like top 20 in passing. I think they were like 27th or in the very low passing. And they were first in running because Lamar Jackson. If they throw in a few passes, because I think when they lost in the playoffs, they were expecting, he's going to run. He's barely going to pass. If he is good as passing as he is running, he's going to they're probably going to make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't think that's going to be the case. He's going to keep on running, maybe a few more passes or a few less passes than last year. And if they do switch him to a half-run, half-pass quarterback, so he's unpredictable, they will definitely make the Super Bowl. But if they're going to stay the same as last year, probably championship.
So, guys, we'll get started with the Baltimore Ravens. So, week 1, Cleveland comes to town. Cleveland might have a decent team this year, if everything comes together. You got a good running back. Quarterback's in his 3rd year now. Odell Beckham. I don't know if you got the defense to stop what Ravens are going to do. So, Ravens right off the bat. Week 1 win.
Ravens, Cleveland going to Ravens. Cleveland overall around good team. Ravens, another overall great team. Probably one of the best probably top 3 in this division. I mean, in this whole AFC conference, but it's going to be week 1, Cleveland going to Ravens. They're going to have a win there. Not an easy one, though. Probably 3, 7 points.
So, week 2, you're going to Houston Texans. Texans lost their number 1 weapon wide receiver-wise. I think Texans are going to be a decent team this year. I don't think they're going to be the caliber of the Ravens. I mean, I just don't think they can stop them right now. Jackson's going to have a good game for the Ravens, but I think he can do it against the Texans defense. So I see another win right off the bat. Sorry, J.J. Watt, but I don't think you're going to stop these guys on your own.
At Texans, even if they still had Hopkins, I would still give the win to Ravens. This makes it worse. The Texans are going to Ravens. These two teams are probably going to be very good this year. The Ravens are just one step better than the Texans. It's another not easy win, probably 3 to 7 points.
Talk about payback. Here comes Kansas City knocking on your door, guys. I'm sure you're going to remember the playoffs last year. Here's a test. Can you adjust to beat these guys so you know later on you got a chance to beat them in the playoffs? A little bit of payback here. Mahomes just got a big 10-year, 50, I don't know how many millions of dollars deal.
$500 million.
$500 million for 10 years. Yeah, Kansas City's got I think some little better running backs. They got a rookie running back that's going to do real well for them. They still have the wide receivers. I don't know if Kansas City's defense, they're good. I think Baltimore's defense is better here. The thing is, I think Patrick Mahomes can probably do more than Jackson. Fantasy league-wise, they go 1 and 2. You're 2 top quarterbacks in fantasy league. They both running and both pass. Mahomes seems like he has a little bit more magic sometimes. Can left-hand it and dink and dunk it. But at home against the Ravens, wanting payback. This is going to be a fun game to watch, guys. And I think a little bit of payback's due in this one. Kansas City, you're going to be right there in the playoffs, probably Super Bowl bound again, but I wouldn't count Baltimore out in this game, playing at their home court, and they may win a little payback.
It's probably going to whoever's going to win this is going to be as a quarterback play, and I think the more impressive quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson's mostly predictable. He's probably going to run 90% of the plays. Even if it's passing plays, he's going to keep on running the ball. Mahomes, he can run, he can pass very well. He can even throw while he's not looking at the receiver. He's just 9 times out of 10 every single game I would choose Patrick Mahomes over Lamar Jackson. Last year in fantasy draft, I had to choose between both. This year, I could have chose both. But I would choose Patrick Mahomes in anything. Maybe not running compared to Lamar Jackson, but this game is going to come whoever has better quarterback play, and I think that's Mahomes.
All right, we already got Washington picked here because we already got the NFC done. Oh, you have it.
For the wrong one.
Oh, good catch.
I was looking at Kansas City, and I was like, oh yeah, they're going to win.
All right. So first loss of the year there. Back to Washington. I said we already got this one picked. If you guys want to go back and watch our episodes with the Washington picks, you can see why here. Week 5, here comes Cincinnati. Rookie quarterback against a veteran defense. I just don't see this one happening. I think you got a 5th win in a row. Burrows may be good, but I don't think he's going to be by week 5. With maybe no preseason games, not a lot of practice under his belt against, real-time plays, real hitters. I think we lose or win this one too.
Cincinnati going to Ravens. Some say I watched one video called calling Joe Burrow the next Patrick Mahomes, but Cincinnati, they've probably top 5, top 10 wide receiver in AJ Green. He's probably one of the best in the league for a long time. Their quarterback depends. They could be either one of the best in the league, like Mahomes, or one of the worst in the league. They can just be in the middle. I'm predicting Joe Burrow will probably have a very good year this year, with AJ Green, probably one of the best wide receivers. They just don't have that many players around them, and Ravens have all around are super good, and it's probably going to be a closer game than most people think, but I'm still giving the Ravens a win.
So week 6 at Philly. Philly's got a tough team this year. I mean, they also, if everybody stays healthy, I like Miles, the running back for Philly. I think he's gonna be a top 5 fantasy player. He can catch, he can run. 2 veteran wide receivers in Jackson. I don't know if Philly's defense can stop everything that Baltimore's going to throw at them. So you can see, we got them a win here. Pittsburgh. It's the next team we're doing too, guys. So, Pittsburgh didn't do too well last year, but you didn't have Roethlisberger playing. And you had a lot of rookies or backup quarterbacks. You just didn't put up the stats. Now Pittsburgh's going to be back. If Roethlisberger is healthy and can stay healthy into 6 weeks into the season, with who they have, I'm not going to get into too much of it because we'll get into it over there. We're talking about Pittsburgh. It's going to be a toughie, but I think with Pittsburgh's defense, they can handle my first loss of the season.
Pittsburgh going to Ravens. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh finally has their quarterback back. They're probably bottom 5 in the league in everything offense. This year with Pittsburgh, Connor, the running back, he's gonna have more experience than Roethlisberger by week 7. He's gonna have more experience. They're both gonna be super good. It's gonna be a very tight game, but it just depends. When I give the slight edge to Ravens, these two are very close teams. Either of them could be division winners. They should both be division winners. But I'm just giving the slight edge to Pittsburgh and Ravens.
Okay, week 8 we got a bye week, so kind of recoup. And you got the Phillip Rivers Indianapolis Colts. Indy's gonna be good year. I think they got some decent talent on wide receiver. If Rivers can throw like he used to and not throw a bunch of interceptions. Indy's got 2 powerful running backs. Taylor, I would take in the top 10 in the draft. I think he's going to have the winning. By now, he'll have the starting position at running back for Indy. But I think Baltimore is going to be too much for them to handle. And with Baltimore's defense, I don't think Indy's going to have the defense to stop them. What it amounts to. Indianapolis just won't have the defense to stop this.
The Colts, they do have a very good team this year. They got Phillip Rivers, you got T.Y. Hilton. Those two are going to be very good. Their offense, it'll be very good. Defense, they're not going to be bad. They're going to be probably in the middle of the league. Ravens, probably going to be top 10 in everything, probably top 15 at least. And I'm giving the Ravens to win this. It's not super easy. It's not going to be a blowout, but it's definitely going to be over 10 points.
At New England, this game changed a lot in the last week, guys. I mean, somebody called Cam Newton got signed by the Patriots here about a week ago, maybe 5 days ago. That's going to change New England. You go from a second-year rookie quarterback that didn't play a whole lot when Tom Brady was around to a veteran quarterback that most likely is going to win the starting job. I think he pretty much has been given the starting job, the way it sounds. Cam Newton's going to add a dimension the Patriots didn't have where he can run it. He's big. Not a lot of weapons on wide receivers. He lost a few guys here and there. Yeah, he can dunk it to Edelman, kind of what Brady did. Deep passes here and there to a few guys down the field. Got some running backs there. He can, the 2 or 3 guys there, Falk and them still there. They can dunk too. Baltimore's defense is going to have a hard time with this one. I think Belichick's going to try to take Lamar Jackson out of the game. You take his running game out, Baltimore, the New England's defense isn't that bad, guys. They actually played really well last year. If they can they can focus on Lamar Jackson and knock out that running game. I don't know if they can beat him in a passing game. Or if Cam Newton can fire the ball down the field like he used to. I don't know how healthy he's going to be. They say he's looking really, really good. I think this one's going to be an upset, guys. I'm calling first. These are two rivals. This one here, out of their division, is the first upset. I think Cam Newton's coming in here with a huge issues. It's not issues. I say you got something to prove. Cam Newton has something to prove, and I think you put him with a coach that can take off your best weapon like Belichick does. This could be an interesting scenario here with Cam Newton if him and Belichick can kind of mesh together.
Cam Newton from the Panthers, probably the best running back in the league, and McCaffrey to about an average to above average receiving core to New England, which I don't think a top 10 running back. Wide receiver that has number 1 in dropped passes. Cam Newton doesn't have Christian McCaffrey, so if he does play action, they know he still has the ball because they don't have a top 10 running back. He's probably not going to be as predictable as Lamar Jackson, but I would take Baltimore's offense anytime with probably above average wide receivers, number one running quarterback, top 3 passing quarterback this year. Their defense, Ravens, I think they're going to have a better defense. Even though it's at New England, I still think they get an easy win. New England just has a lot of problems. Last year, Tom Brady, he did not want to get sacked. He knew that would end the play, so either threw it away or just threw it near a receiver. And Cam Newton, he's not going to do that. He's just going to try to run and probably double the sacks Tom Brady took last year, because he doesn't throw it away or throw it at a receiver at the ground like Tom Brady does. And I don't think their offense or defense is going to be very good this year.
Tennessee. Here comes Derrick Henry in the house. Tennessee's going to have a tough team. I mean, there's not a lot of big-name players on this Tennessee team, but it seems like they're always in the playoffs. The thing is, Baltimore, and with that defense, with the running attack, I can't see the Tennessee having enough to stay with Baltimore in this game.
Tennessee Ravens, we could see this in the championship game. These two are both very good teams. Derrick Henry's probably going to be top 3 running back. Lamar Jackson, top 3 quarterback. Tennessee's quarterback, he's very good. People say he's not going to be very good this year. Last year was this good, but this year I think he's really good. Probably top 15 quarterback. There's way better quarterbacks like Drew Brees, but he's definitely going to be above average quarterback this year. He's going to be in like top 12. It's going to be a very close game, very competitive. Derrick Henry's going to get tons of runs. He's probably going to have over 100 yards this game. Same with Lamar Jackson. He's probably going to have 100 yards this game. Lamar Jackson is also probably the Ravens running back. But I also think they would win this one in a very tight matchup, maybe last second field goal. But these two teams are very even.
All right. Here comes Pittsburgh in your house. No, at Pittsburgh. You're going at Pittsburgh. To me, I think they beat you here. Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh's got a top 3 or 4 defense. I think what you saw out of Pittsburgh last year is they couldn't keep the offense on the field enough, and the defense got tired. That's why they're 8-8. You give that defense a rest, and I think Roethlisberger, if he can stay healthy, might be his last year or 2 in the league. Who knows? I mean, Roethlisberger, Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Breeze. You're going to see a big turnover of quarterbacks here in the next couple of years, guys. I don't know how long Roethlisberger's got left. I guess it might very well depend on his season this year, of injuries or stuff like his stats. But I think if Pittsburgh can stay healthy, I think they have a better defense. If their offense can keep them off the field a little bit longer, Roethlisberger I think can do that. Connor could have a jump back here. Juju Smith-Schuster's going to have another big year. I think Pittsburgh's going to have a little better team than Baltimore overall this year. Yeah, that Baltimore, you got Lamar Jackson that can make things happen. But in Roethlisberger, you have the veteran knowing how to kind of run the game and slow the game down, keep that offense off the field. I think going in for another loss here, Baltimore. I just think if Roethlisberger can stay healthy, it's going to be a team to beat.
At Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's going against the 9-1 Ravens in my predictions. Pittsburgh is going to be a full, complete team. Connor's definitely going to have a 1,000-yard rushing. He's going to have 1,000 yards rushing this year. Roethlisberger, definitely 20-plus touchdowns, probably 25. Both teams are going to be super good this year, like I said over there on week 7. Either one of them can swap places. They're probably very even. Of any division, they're probably the most even teams in different ways. Like Steelers, their quarterback doesn't run. He's very accurate though, and he can shake off hits. Lamar Jackson, running quarterback, can pass. He really can't. He can juke people. He really can't shake off any hits in the pocket. But these two teams, they're going to clash together, and the Steelers are going to pull this one off and make the Ravens 9-2.
All right, Dallas. Dallas, you got. I think you finally got your quarterback signed, at least a franchise tag type of deal. But anyway, he's going to be there. So Dallas is going to be a little bit better. I think you got 3 decent wide receivers in Dallas. I think CD is going to be a good slot receiver. Ezekiel Elliott. I just think Baltimore at this time, you got 2 good running backs, a tricky wide receiver. I think that offense there can maybe pick apart Dallas's defense a little bit. I think Dallas lost a few key players on defense, and I think that's what's going to stop them here, or stop Dallas here. I think Ravens going to beat them. Right now, Baltimore Ravens. Once you get past Dallas, you're licking your chops here. Cleveland, Jacksonville, Giants, Cincinnati. 4 teams not the greatest last year. Probably going to be a little bit better. Got Bridgewater. Should be a little bit better.
Panthers got Bridgewater.
Panthers. Panthers got Bridgewater. Sorry about that.
They have Minshew.
They got
which is
Gardner
a very,
Minshew.
very good quarterback, in my opinion.
He knows he's a starter this year. Giants, I think you got a little bit better on defense. Cincinnati, you got Burrows. Baltimore, you may start setting your players here. I don't know. You're in the playoffs by this point. I don't do this very often, guys, but I'm going to go right down here. I think you're going to run the rest of the next 4 weeks out. I don't think these teams are enough to beat you at this point. I think we cruise control into the playoffs.
I was going to do the exact same thing. I was just going to go the rest of the season. This win. Cleveland, at Cleveland. I'm just going to go over them quickly. If they have good coaching, I think they got Vikings offensive coach, or defensive coach. Either way, they're probably going to have a better coach than last year and the year before that, but they don't have enough good players to face the Ravens. Jacksonville, not a good enough players to face the Ravens. At Cincinnati, their rookie quarterback will be super good by this time. AJ Green, he's probably going to be tired out. He's probably going to retire in a few years, probably 2 to 3 or next year. But I still think they're going to win 5 in a row to end their season. And they're going to be 14-2 just like last year.
I go to a 13-3 because I think you got a healthy Ben Roethlisberger in your division this year. That's going to knock you down to 13-3 instead of 14-2. So that is our predictions for the Ravens. We'll move right into the Steelers here a little bit, and since we've already picked some of the Steelers ones here, I have to go over there. So I got a win here, and I have a win here. Wait, Brett's already ahead of me on those. Okay, Steelers. Like I said before, you get Roethlisberger back. Connor thinks going to have another good year. My worry, I don't think you got a real good second quality running back. Samuels, you got Connor. I mean, hopefully Connor can hold up. I just don't see if something happened to Connor, I don't know if you got another running back, and that may hurt you of that quality. I think you got the wide receivers in Juju Smith-Schuster and James Washington. You got two quality wide receivers there that Roethlisberger can get that ball to. Tight end, I think you got two good tight ends, the Daniels and Ebron you picked up. Defensive wise, holy cow, guys, Hayward, Watt, Bush, Hayden. If this defense can get a breather and stay off the field a little bit, I think you got a tough team going here. 8-8, they're going to be a lot better than that this year. Big F, Roethlisberger can stay healthy. These veteran quarterbacks like Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, they have to know how to win the game. They're getting up there in age, guys, and if they get hit a few times, who knows? So we'll get into the Steelers. Brett, you got anything to say about the Steelers before we get into them?
Mm-mm. They're definitely going to be top 5, top 10 and everything on offense and defense. They're going to be definitely improvement from last year since they have Roethlisberger back.
So, in Steelers, you look at who you guys got. You don't have the real tough defense, or real tough schedule. Sorry, not defense, real tough schedule. So I think your defense is going to have a good year. Week 1, Giants. We already did the Giants in the NFC. So week 1, you can watch our Giants interview there. But we got Pittsburgh beating the Giants. Week 2, Broncos. Broncos, I think, going to have a little better team. It's Nick Fangio's first year as a head coach. Defense wasn't quite what it was. Your quarterback now is into his second year. You signed who did you sign? The running back from Chargers.
Melvin Gordon.
No, you got Melvin Gordon. So you got Lindsey and Gordon. You got two good backup running backs here to help each other out. I think Pittsburgh's defense could stop this though. I said Pittsburgh's gonna have a tough defense, guys, if they can get a breather.
Broncos going to Steelers. Broncos second year and Drew Lock, their quarterback. I'm actually predicting he's gonna be very good this year. He's probably gonna pass out. He's probably gonna be
pass out.
No,
he's dead. He's gone. 1, 2, 3.
He's gonna pass out more. He's gonna probably pass out the top 10. He's probably gonna be top 20 quarterbacks this year. Maybe if he gets another receiver, he's probably gonna be better. But Broncos, I actually see them not the team, but I see them very close to the 2018 Bears. They're going to be getting close in every single game. Their defense is going to be good. Their offense is going to be good. And I actually see them getting this win week 2. People are probably not expecting it. It's going to be a surprise game. But I think Broncos actually pull this one off.
All right. We got the Watt brother reunion here. We got TJ, JJ, the whole Watts on this one. So high voltage. I'm just kidding, guys. Watts. Different. Watts voltage difference. Okay, bad joke. I get it. All right. Anyway, Houston, JJ Watt coming to town against the Steelers defense. Houston, you lost your top wide receiver. I think you're going to have a good year, though. I mean, Houston's going to pass the ball around. They're going to have a decent running game. I don't think they got the defense. I mean, JJ's good. You got a couple other guys there, but I don't think they have the defense that Pittsburgh's going to have. And I think Pittsburgh's defense is going to be running Houston's quarterback around all day. And I think they can stop some of the wide receivers out there. It's going to be a close, good game. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's going to be a very good game. But I'm giving Pittsburgh a win on this one. Sorry, guys. Bad joke.
Houston going to Steelers. Houston, if they did have Hopkins, this would be a very close game. I would give the win to them. But Steelers, with Ben Roethlisberger back, they actually have a number 1 receiver that's very good. Houston, Kenny Stills, he's probably going to be their number 1 receiver. Or I think Fuller.
Cooks.
They have a very good receiving core. They're probably not going to be. People are like, oh, they're going to take a major step back. I think they're going to be a step back, but they lost Hopkins, probably the best receiver, to the top 3 receiver in the league. They got some average to above average receiving core. This could go either way, but Steelers, I think they'll actually pull this one off.
All right, at Tennessee, like I said before, Tennessee don't have a lot of big name players. I mean, Derrick Henry's their star, but they're always right there. They're always that little tough guy that's giving the team's troubles, making the playoffs. But I don't think Tennessee's got enough this year to withhold what Pittsburgh's going to be bringing at them.
At Tennessee is going to be very good this year. Could go either way. These two teams, very good. So it's going to be in like 10 points or less. It'll be very close, but I just don't see the Steelers getting this one. Tennessee, they're a very good football team. And one of probably top 2 running backs in the league, only beaten by McCaffrey from Panthers. It's going to be a very close game, but I see the Steelers getting a loss here, 2 in a row.
You have to watch our previous episode for the Philadelphia Eagles because we got split on this one, guys, and I'm not going to tell you why. So, anyway, go back and watch our previous episode on the Philadelphia Eagles. You can see why we chose this one. Week 6, Cleveland. I'd say Cleveland's going to have a tough team. It's division rivals. I think Pittsburgh got something to prove, and if Roethlisberger stays healthy, I don't think Cleveland's. Yeah, you got some decent players in Cleveland. It'll be a close game. It'll be a good game, but
Cleveland going to Steelers. Cleveland again, they just come out short, just like every prediction. Right now, in total, I probably have them 1 win in like the whole season so far of all the predictions we did. Cleveland, they're just going to keep on coming up short on each win, but they're going to be definitely a good football team. They're just going to come up short against these above-average 2 elite teams. And Steelers going to win probably by a last-second field goal.
Curly QW. Close win. That's almost closing up. It's a close win. Bad jokes today, guys. Sorry. All right, Baltimore. We just talked about it over here. Rewind, watch it if you want to hear about it. Bye week. Might be a good time for a bye. Brett's got you 4 losses already. I got you none. So we're a little different on the Pittsburgh right here. Dallas. Going at Dallas. We both got you losing. Go back and watch the Dallas episode, guys, to see why we think this is going to happen. So, go back, watch previous episode. Cincinnati, Burrows, Mixon, AJ Green, decent team, same division rivals. Going to be a battle. I don't think Cincinnati's got enough of a defense to stop a good offensive team in Pittsburgh. And their defense, I think, can stop a Burrows right now. Oops, I did the wrong one.
I'm probably going to do the thing I did over there.
It's up to you. I'm not. I got a loss coming soon. Sneak.
Okay. Cincinnati going to Steelers. I'm just going to put these here quickly. Cincinnati, Jacksonville. They don't have the good enough defense. Jacksonville, I think they lost Campbell off their defensive line to Ravens, I think. Cincinnati, their offense is definitely going to be improved from last year, but not as good as the Steelers' offense. Jacksonville's offense, Minshew, another good quarterback. Both of them are both going to have young, good quarterbacks. Definitely, their offense is definitely going to be better than last year's, but their offense still comes up short to the Steelers, and they're better in both ways on each side of the ball.
So mark them down. Are you going to go all the way down or no? All right, Jacksonville. Same as before. I think Jacksonville's got the defense right now. Here's one I'm going to maybe just be a little decisive, different on Brett. Pittsburgh suffers their second loss here, guys. I think Buffalo with signing Diggs from Minnesota gives them 2 deep wide receivers. I like Singletary as a running back. Buffalo's got a very tough defense again. I think the difference maker is going to be Josh Allen. I think running the ball. I think he can dink it to Singletary, throw it down the field, or run with it. It can be an upset, but it's going to be at Buffalo, so maybe not too much of an upset. It can be a close game. I think Buffalo's looking for the playoffs at this point. They're hungry. I call upset on this one.
Stephon Diggs, that's going to be the main thing.
Oh, you copied me.
No, I was going to do it at the very start.
Right.
Because I was confused Tennessee, Buffalo, and Rams, and Dallas. I don't know why. But Buffalo, Stephon Diggs, he's a very good receiver, probably above average to elite receiver. With him almost going to the Super Bowl last year, they're definitely going to get this. Buffalo's going to get this win. Steelers is going to lose. Buffalo has way too much firepower. Steelers, they really have only one big name, good player. Their second and third, their wide receivers are definitely good, but their Juju is definitely above average receiver, and they're not going to match up against above average and elite receiver at Buffalo.
All right. If we want to, we can slide down these. I mean, Cincinnati, Burrows, I don't think, like I said over here, I think the defense is going to win this one for Pittsburgh. Colts should be a close game. I mean, you got Rivers. I guess Rivers is what I've been leaving out. Another quarterback an older quarterback, switched teams. He maybe a couple good years left. Depends how he does this year. He throws more interceptions than touchdowns. Rivers might be see you later out of Indy too. You know, Indy's kind of putting their season on Rivers right now. Hopefully they can do something. I like the running backs in for the Colts. I like T.Y. Hilton. I like Colts team. They're going to be a tough team. I think right now Steelers are going to be looking at Ravens, seeing their wins and losses. Who wants to win this division? I mean, you got Cleveland and you got Cincinnati also in this division, guys. But as you can see here, little side things that come tomorrow when we do Cincinnati and the Browns and the Bengals. You kind of see who we think may be floating to the top in this league. These two are going to be battling, guys. This is going to be a must-win. That's going to be a must-win. Division rival. That's my prediction for finishing off the season because they're going to be looking at Baltimore. It's going to be a division rival. I mean, it's going to be who wins these last few games that wins this division, gets maybe a bye in the playoffs.
At Cincinnati, I only have one marker. This is going to be a win. They don't have enough defense or offense to face the Steelers. Colts, they're going to be very good this year. I just think they're not gonna have as good as the offense as Steelers. They're probably gonna have a little worse defense than Steelers, but otherwise very good football team. But they're gonna lose to that. At Cleveland again comes up short. They're definitely gonna Steelers running back compared to their running back, very good. Cleveland a couple years ago got Kansas City's running back, very good. Their quarterback, he's up and down. Roethlisberger is consistently good. They're going to come up short, but I still think they're going to win this one.
So, a little different percentage on this one, guys.
I do have them 2 more wins than last year, though.
Yeah, so he's got him 10. Brett's got him at 10-6. I got him at 14-2. 14-2. On my predictions, they beat the Ravens by 1 game at 13-3. Brett's got the Ravens winning the division. So I said these two teams are going to be right there. Going to be a close call. I mean, not to get anything away from the Browns and the Bengals we do tomorrow. Maybe we'll get more of the fantasy players on those two teams because I think it's kind of saying what's going to happen tomorrow when we go through the overall 4 teams in this AFC North division. So here's this, guys. Like us, hate us. Show us some comments, guys. Tell us what you think about how we're doing, how we do things better, joke around more, get out of the cave, watch the Sasquatch crossing signs because they do cross through here once in a while. They follow us around. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow for Cincinnati Bengals and Cleveland Browns. I said we may go a little more to the fantasy league players because I said these two teams here in the division, it'll be tough for these two other little teams. So till later from the Crazy Sasquatch Show, guys. See you soon.